pretty much everything that could have gone against you today has done. It looked like man of the match, Jayden Nielsen, had got Man of Farm back into this one with 2 goals in the second half, but disaster struck in the last minute, and Tavistock come over with 3 points. What did you make of the game as a whole?
Like you say, disaster struck. Is like we've made no secret that we're like a work in progress, and there's gonna be people learning on the job and experience gained from like all results in football. And today is a tough result to take, as you said, especially how we played in the second half. I think throughout the game we were looking to be on the ascendancy in the game, conspired to gift wrap them 2 goals in the first half, and then 1 deep in stoppage time. So we've had to either work for a good first goal, and then obviously the second goal is a clear penalty. So again, that's not a gift, is a penalty kick, and Jayden scored his second goal of the game. So we've had to work for our goals, and we've just allowed them to score soft goals against us, and that's annoying. Obviously, there's people that will take individual ownership of their mistakes, but as long as that's the same throughout, I like to manage a team where you're try and be fair with everyone, and you pick your moment to try and give the criticism to the player that's made the mistake, so it makes him better as a whole. We got players at a good age, young, especially quite a young group. So they're going to learn from this moment, this game today. But yeah, it's a tough one. We're frustrated by it, still a bit numb by it. But again, we'll look at ourselves and we'll make ourselves better for next week.
Well, at 2-2, Lee, I think if the game had finished a draw, I think people probably would have been a fair reflection, said that it was unlucky that Man of Farm wouldn't have got all 3. So to come away with no points, that's obviously a sickener for your team. What have you said to players after that one? How do you obviously pick them up for the next game away at Bemerton Heath, which we know is going to be a tough game?
Listen, football dressing room's a man's world in terms of people are allowed to have pops and have things sorted out and have accusations either thrown at them, and sometimes things get chucked about or all about, and that's life. If you prolong the feeling of I could put it the emotion, then that's on the individual. It's never going to be on me. I want to move on and look at how we can get things going again for next week. There's not a lot to put right, to be honest. Like I say, there's some big, brave performances. Find myself repeating over the last couple of weeks. Jayden Nielsen, he's arrived in the season in a massive way. He was brilliant today, along with a couple of other lads. And there's a few lads today playing, whether the conditions played their part in nullifying them, but they got more to do. So hopefully they'll look at themselves and improve for next week as well. But again, we're a wounded animal today. We're disappointed with the lack of points today, but we know that as an adventurous team, we're well and truly intact.
Definitely, and you talk about sort of brave performances, Lee. I think credit has to go to the substitutes that came on, Doddermead as well, and Benny B. I think they played fantastic, and they really sort of helped drive the team forward and almost get something out of this game.
Yeah, both of those lads come on and give us a good tempo in the game. Obviously, the young lad at the end, Freddie Kershaw, again another lad we got high hopes for, and he's shown that he's massively capable of playing at this level. And yeah, that's what you got a squad for. That's what you got impact players for. And it looked like it was going to get us over the line, because even when we went down to 10 men late on in the game, like I said, a bit unfortunate. I think sometimes the second yellow needs to be a little bit kept in the referee's pocket for a little bit longer. I felt maybe it was like his rule books sometimes should be torn up with conditions, moments in games, and the emotions in games. So I feel it is a harsh second yellow for Theo. But even with I think there's still sort of 6-7 minutes to go at that point, and we're looking to commit players forward to try and win the game. That's in our DNA. So maybe we've played pushed up and had the cover on, and it meant that Seth had to play more as a sweeper keeper, and he probably just misjudged it. So again, he's disappointed, but he'll learn from that. But again, it'd be totally harsh to totally single that out. I just think as a game today, we've tried again to try and get ourselves over the line in terms of 3 points, but things have conspired against us. It's been a bit cruel. It was a cruel result today. Tavistock go away from here with 3 points. Fair play to them. But it's I wouldn't say they would say that they deserve to win the game, and I think a draw was probably a fair reflection. But again, we got to go to their place, and maybe we might get a bit more of the rub of the green down there. we've got plenty of games in this season, lots and lots of games. It's a close-knit division, and we just need to get consistent in terms of results.
We're talking about consistency, Lee. I think before today's game, Manor Farm are fourth in the away table. And obviously next week we're going to be boosted by the return of Owen Brain as well. So that's going to be great, isn't it?
Yeah, we can't wait to have Owen back. He's been, like, up until the point, he's been probably our player of the season, the most impacting player of the season in terms of goals and assists and everything that he brings to the table. Like, that's a massive boost. Obviously, we're going to lose one or two through injury or suspension or other reasons. So I'm glad. I'm obviously very glad that we've got Owen back to call upon, and he'll be selected in the strongest 11 at Bristol Manor Farm, because some players have already earned the right to have that possession of a shirt at this moment, and Owen Brain's definitely one of those people. But as a game, like in terms of going down there, they're a new side in the league. We've heard good things about them. I mean, we heard that they're very committed, very, very, like, a side that have got good confidence. So we'll build our lads back up again Tuesday, Thursday. They're a good group to be around. Training's always buzzing, and we'll look forward to going there and looking to be competitive as we always are and try and get the 3 points.